Have you ever wondered how Russia, the world's largest nation, came into existence? Well, our journey begins in the 3rd century AD, when the Slavs, a group of Indo-European tribes, made their first appearance in the vast landscapes of Eastern Europe. Over the centuries, these tribes evolved, intermingled, and gradually formed various societies, shaping the initial identity of what we now know as Russia. Fast forward to the 9th century, a significant chapter in Russia's history unfolds: the formation of the Kievan Rus. Named after the city of Kiev, the Kievan Rus marked the first major Eastern Slavic state. This federation of Slavic tribes under the rule of a Varangian warrior elite not only unified a vast territory but also laid the cultural and political foundations for future generations. From the Slavic tribes to the establishment of the Kievan Rus, these early beginnings painted the first strokes on the canvas of Russia's grand history. This era laid the groundwork for the creation of a nation that would eventually become a major world power. But how did Russia evolve from the Kievan Rus into the powerful Tsardom we know from history? Well, the answer to that question lies in the tumultuous events of the 13th century, beginning with the Mongol invasion. As the Mongols swept across the Eurasian steppes, they brought with them a wave of destruction that left the Kievan Rus in ruins. This was a period of great upheaval, with cities razed to the ground, populations decimated, and the once proud Kievan Rus becoming a tributary to the Mongol Empire. Yet, amid the chaos and devastation, the seeds of a new power were being sown. Enter Moscow, a small trading outpost in the 12th century, which began to rise in prominence during the Mongol domination. Its location at the crossroads of key trade routes made it an important economic hub, attracting merchants and settlers. But Moscow's rise was not merely economic. It was also a spiritual center housing the seat of the Orthodox Church. The Mongol rule had inadvertently given Moscow the opportunity to consolidate power. By the 14th century, it had begun to exert its dominance over other Russian territories, aided by its strategic alliances, economic strength, and spiritual authority. This rise culminated in Moscow's Prince Ivan III shaking off the Mongol yoke, marking the end of Mongol domination. These events set the stage for Moscow to eventually unite the Russian lands under one rule. Now let's delve into how the Russian Tsardom transformed into the mighty Russian Empire. The story of this transformation begins with Ivan the Terrible, the first Tsar of Russia. Born in the 16th century, Ivan the Terrible was a leader known for his complex personality and unpredictable rule. His reign was a tumultuous one, marked by periods of both great accomplishment and brutal violence. Despite his controversial rule, Ivan expanded the territories of Russia significantly, laying the foundation for the future empire. Fast forward to the 17th century, and we meet a key player in the birth of the Russian Empire: Peter the Great. Peter was a visionary leader, known for his modernizing reforms and his ambition to establish Russia as a major European power. One of his most notable achievements was the expansion of Russian territories, pushing the boundaries further into Siberia and the Caucasus. As we move into the 18th century, Russia officially became an empire. This was a period of significant growth, with Russia emerging as a dominant force in Eurasia. The empire expanded its territories across 3 continents, from Europe to Asia and North America. It was also during this time that Russian culture and influence began to spread, shaping the identities of the regions within its vast borders. The Russian Empire marked a period of significant growth and influence, setting the stage for modern Russia. So, what have we learned about the origins of Russia? Let's quickly recap. We began with the arrival of the Slavs, a group of tribes who brought with them a rich and diverse culture. They laid the foundation for what we now know as Russia. Next, we dove into the formation of the Kievan Rus, a federation of Slavic and Finno-Ugric peoples. This federation, although short-lived, played a crucial role in shaping Russian identity. Then we delved into the Mongol invasion, a period of significant turmoil and change. This invasion, while destructive, led to the rise of Moscow, a city that would eventually become the heart of Russia. Finally, we discussed the establishment of the Russian Empire, a monumental event that marked the beginning of Russia as a major world power. Understanding these historical events gives us a glimpse into the fascinating journey of Russia from an Eastern Slavic state to the world's largest nation.